Hi everyone at Team PDFA, Marcus Mepstead here. We're going to run through a very active warm-up today. We're going to get your heart racing, your sweat on. We're going to get your body moving. So to start with, we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up before we jump straight into it. We're going to run through a couple of exercises. During the whole thing, it's going to be a challenge phase and a technical phase. So the technical phase is going to be a little bit slower, and the challenge phase, we're really going to get that heart rate going. Like I said, to start with, we're just going to warm up. So what you want to do is, once you found your space, grab your knee, you're going to bring it up and give yourself a knee hug, hold it in this position, and then come back down. Same on the other side, bring the knee, hold and down. So you're just going to work through this about 5 times on each side, just making sure that you're really squeezing at the top, keeping your chest up. Squeeze and drop it down. Let's go for 2 more times. Hold it. And last one, big squeeze, and then drop down. The next thing you can do, you can shake out the legs. The next one after this is going to be an A skip. So you're just going to be skipping on the spot, and then you're going to start to bring your knees up. So from here, you're going to bring your knee up and work through it in this position. You should be running through this for about 30 seconds. Nice and light, driving the knee up. As soon as your foot comes down, the other one comes driving back up again. If you feel like this is a little bit too difficult to keep going with the skips, you're not quite finding the coordination, you can stay on the spot and just drive your knees up one at a time. Get your arms involved, get them swinging. You're going to work out this for another 10 seconds. So work through. Again, if you're doing those A skips, keep driving up. Skipping up and down, driving those knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then finally, just part of this warm up, we're going to run through a squat and hamstring stretch. Just going to go through this 10 times. So you're going to go into that squat position, hold on to your toes, and then you're going to lift your bum up. So you're working through the hamstring stretch, coming back down. Work through this 10 times. Should feel a nice stretch coming through the hamstrings. Sit in that deep squat position. Make sure the weight's on your heels and keeping your heels on the ground. Done about 5. So we'll work through 5 more. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's the warm up done. We're going to get ready now. Get the heart rates going. We'll have a little sweat check as we go along because I'm going to be dripping, and we'll make sure that we're all having a bit of fun as we go along. So let's move on. Let's get ready to go. So the first round of exercises are going to be jumping jacks and lunges. We're going to move across 4 different planes with the lunges. So we're going to be going forwards, backwards, and then either side. The jumping jacks, as you know, are the star jumps. So you're going to work through it in this position. And then the lunges, we're going to switch. So it should look something like this. From here, out to the side, and then back. And then switch onto the other side. So it's the other foot going forwards now, out to the side, and back. So we're going to run through it just for about 10 seconds each, just to give you guys an idea of the technical side. And then we're going to hit challenge mode. It's going to be 30 seconds of each exercise, and we're going to do that round twice before a 30-second break. So let's just hit through the technical side first, showing you the jumping jacks. So this is like this. You want your feet to be out wide, your hands up above your head, bringing your feet out to the side and then back to the middle. The lunges, the forward lunge, you're just going to step in front. You're going to have your back knee bent, come back up to the middle. Then you're going to go to the side, come back to the middle. So there should be always a bend in the knee. On the other side, when you come forwards, you're having that bend in the knee here, keeping your chest up, coming back to the middle. Then it's the side lunge. You're having one leg straight, one bend, come back to the middle before going back to that reverse lunge and coming back in. Okay, so 30 seconds on. We're going to run through each exercise twice, and we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get going. So working through these jumping jacks. Pick your pace. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Work within your capacity the whole way through. We're working on getting that heart rate up a little bit higher for these 30 seconds. If you feel like the movement's a little bit too hard, you can slow down. If you feel like you're working at your pace, keep working in. And in 3 seconds, we're going to switch to those lunges. And let's switch. You're moving to the front, going out to the side, coming back. Out to the front, going out to the side, and coming back. Working through here, 30 seconds through this movement, keeping it nice and dynamic, keeping the knees nice and strong. Try not to have them wobbling too much when you're coming forwards and back. Working through it, and keep going. Keep pushing through. 5 seconds, we're gonna switch sides. And let's switch. On the left side now. Driving forwards, to the side, and back. Keep those knees nice and strong. Work through. Keeping it in place. Keep managing it. Keep pushing, guys. It's really, really good. Keep working. So push through and back, front, to the side. 5 more seconds, then we're going to go back into those jumping jacks. In 3, 2, and 1. Straight back in. Get those hands up above the head, feet out to the side. You're working through a steady pace. Same as the first time. Keep working through nice and strong. Keep those legs moving. We're getting that heart rate up. We're getting that sweat on. Keep going, guys. Keep pushing. Really good job. Should be coming up for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to break down the lunges now. We're just going to be doing it front. So push through here, 30 seconds. Making sure that front leg is nice and stable as you come through. You don't need to go for a really deep lunge, and it doesn't need to be really far. Just work within a position that's comfortable for you, where you can get the repetitions in, where you can keep the movement nice and strong. Keep pushing through here, 30 seconds of front lunges. And we're gonna switch in 5, 4, we're moving to those side lunges, 2, and 1. Let's move to the side and back up. You can use your hands to get that coordination in place. Keep that stability so your chest is upright and your knee is nice and straight on this side and bent on this side. Keep working through, keep moving in. Keep that breathing nice and strong. Keep pushing. About a few more sets on this side, and then we're gonna switch to the reverse lunges in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it back now. Dropping back that leg, working through the reverse lunge. Again, use your hands for that coordination, find that stability. This front leg, we're keeping it nice and strong, so there's no lateral movement. It's staying just above the ankle when we go into that lunge. Keep pushing through. The sweat's starting to come. Keep going, guys. Keep working. Then we're going to switch over to the left side in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming forwards, working through that front lunge. Just coming through nice and strong here. Keep working, everyone. Keep pushing through. Really good, really, really good effort. We want to get that leg moving, front and back, pushing through the whole way. Push off that front leg as you come back to the middle. Make sure that back leg's staying strong, that knee just above the ground when you're in your final lunge position. After we do the front lunge, we're going to switch to the side in 3, 2, 1, and let's move to the side. Keep your chest up. When you're out in that side position, you're bringing your butt back. You're keeping that left leg this time bent, and the right leg's going to be straight. Keep working through here. Keep the position nice and strong. Couple more, and then we're going to switch to the reverse side, and then we get a bit of a break. So keep working through, keep pushing it. Everyone keep working that little bit more. And then we're going to switch over in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch back to that reverse lunge. The final one of this set, 30 seconds, and then we're done. Keep pushing through, keep staying nice and strong. Your legs are probably burning a little bit now, but keep pushing that little bit. Squeeze out everything you've got, and then we're going to go through a little break. Keep pushing, everybody keep pushing. Really, really good. See if you can push into that challenge. Keep working, coming out into that lunge for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, you're going to shake the legs out. We've got 30 seconds of break, and then we're going to move into the next set. Give yourself a sweat check. Woo. Get some water. 30 seconds. We'll be back in the next set of exercises. So I hope you've all had a chance to make the most of that 30-second rest, because we're going to switch right into the next exercise. So I'm going to show you the technical aspects first. These exercises that we're going to do, we're going to run them for 30 seconds, switching over and do the whole thing twice. So the first exercise you're going to do is going to be the high knees. You're going to bring your knees up, you're going to swing your hands, you're going to work through this for 30 seconds. If you just want to join me, work through that technical side, make sure you really understand how you're doing it before you move into the next one. Once we've done 30 seconds of this, we'll switch into the standing inchworm. So you're going to start on the edge of your mat or the edge of your area. You're going to reach down, touch your toes, walk your hands out into a plank position. Stay stay in this plank position for a second and then walk your hands back in, bring them back to your feet before you stand back up. If this is a little bit too difficult for you, the variation we're going to work with is you're going to work down. If you can't quite touch your toes, bend your knees so you can put your hands on the ground, walk your hands out, placing your knees on the ground, and then you're going to walk your hands back in and drive back up. So that's the variation to work you through. You can pick one or the other, and you can start with the harder one. If you feel like it's too difficult as we move along, you can work down into the variation. The next one we're going to do is going to be the shoulder taps. So you're going to be in that plank position. Here, nice and strong, with your shoulders over your elbows, engaging your core, working your glutes, and then here, you're going to be touching your shoulders. It's going to be 30 seconds of work. So if this is a little bit too difficult for you, bring those knees down. Work them through here. You're going to be touching the shoulders for the whole 30 seconds. Finally, the last one we're going to do is going to be a plank bird dog variation. So from here, you're going to be back in that plank. You're going to be extending your arm and your leg off the ground, working through it here for 30 seconds. Really reach forwards and reach back with your legs. Reaching your arm forwards and reaching back with the leg. If this is too difficult, you're going to bring your knees down, reaching forwards and back, and then bring it back to that middle position. Working through here and bringing it back. So we run through the technical side, and now let's hit the challenge side. So 30 seconds on each exercise. We're going to run through it twice, starting with those high knees. And we're going to be in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get those knees moving. Keep those hands moving as well. So we're driving the knees up, get them as high as you can, and get those hands swinging. Get that coordination nice and strong. We're working to get that heart rate up. We're starting off this second round of exercises nice and strong. So keep pushing, everyone. Keep working through. Keep driving as much as you can. And we're going to switch in 3, 2, 1. We're switching into those standing inchworms. So we're reaching down, walking our hands out, coming to this plank position, and then working it back up. Standing up nice and tall before we move into the next side. Working through here, coming back up, nice and tall. I'll show you the variations. If you can't quite reach your toes, you're bringing your knees down, working through this position, and then coming back up. Working up again. One more time like that, bringing the knees down, working in that plank position, and then bringing it up. I'll show you one more time on the normal one, and then we're going to switch over. So you reach down, touch your toes, come into that plank position, nice and strong, and then bring it up. And we're going to switch over in 3, 2, 1, into those shoulder taps. So we're going to be back in that plank position, working from here, touching the shoulders, nice and strong. Keep those hips from moving. If this is a little bit too difficult, you can bring your knees down. Keep working, touching the shoulders. Keep it nice and strong. For those of you that can manage, bring those knees back up, working through here. Keep nice, consistent breathing the whole way through. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to work through this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch from here into those bird dogs. So keep in the plank position. You're working through, really engaging the core. From here, you're lifting up alternate hand and legs. If this is too difficult, bring your knees down and just extend. Working through here. Keep managing it. We've got about 5 more seconds, and then we're going to switch back into those high knees. In 3, 2, 1, and switch. Start standing back up. Come into those high knees. Second set of 30 seconds. Keep pushing, everyone. Keep nice and strong. Bringing those knees up. Moving those hands from side to side. Going to keep working. Keep driving. 3, 2, 1. Switching over into those standing inchworms. Working down, touching those toes, walking your hands out into that plank position. Staying there for a second before we move back up. Bring the hands back up nice and strong. Work it down, nice and strong, into that plank position, and then coming back up. Again, if this is too difficult, we're going to bend the knees as we go down, put the knees on the ground, coming into that plank position with the variation, and then bringing the knees back up standing. We'll do this for one more set, and then we're going to switch over into those shoulder taps. So stand back up, and we're switching around into those shoulder taps. So we're going to be back in the plank position, nice and strong, working through, bring the knees up, and touch those shoulders. Keep working, keep your body nice and still. You really got to squeeze your stomach muscles and squeeze your glutes to keep them in place. Keep touching your shoulders. If this is too difficult or you feel like you're tiring out, you can bring your knees to the ground. Keep working here, keep the back nice and straight, and keep managing. You're going to work through this for 5 more seconds before we switch to those bird dogs. From here, you're going to drive up into that plank position and extend. Come back and extend. One more time. Keep working through. Again, if this is too difficult, you can switch your knees back down, drive up, Work through here. Really reach forwards and reach back with your legs. Reaching forwards with your arms, reaching back with the legs. We're going to switch it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. That's the second set done. We finished through those exercises. You get a 30-second break before we move into the next one. Give yourself a sweat check. If you're dripping like me, you've done a good job. If not, we've got a little bit more work to do on the next round. See you guys there in 30 seconds. So 2 rounds done. If you feel like you need to tap out, that's fine. You can sit down and stretch a little bit during this next round. If you feel like you're good to go, we're going to work through it again. I'll show you the technical side, 30 seconds for each exercise, and then we're going to switch, do it 2 rounds. So the first one we're going to do is going to be a squat and hold and a jump. So you're going to sit in that squat position and then you're going to jump up. Sitting back in that squat position, jumping up. You're trying to get as high as you can with that jump, and then you're holding that squat position nice and strong. That's going to be the exercise we do to get that heart rate going. After this, we're going to switch out, so 30 seconds of that, then we're going to switch down into the press up position. You're going to be here, and for 30 seconds, you're going to be working through those press ups. Really nice and strong, getting your chest to the ground and then driving back up. If you feel like this is too hard, if the press up is not really something you're able to do, put your knees down on the ground and you're going to work through this variation. So working through it here. And finally, if you feel like this is too difficult, you can just keep your hands up, work them in this position for the remainder of the time. Once we've done this, we're going to switch into a plank position. So you're going to put your elbows on the ground. You're going to lift your knees up and you're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Again, if this is a little bit too difficult, put your knees back down. Work within your limits. Always manage what you can do and then try and progress from there. Once we've done 30 seconds in this, or with our knees up, we're going to switch into a side plank. You want to make sure that your shoulders, your hips, and your feet are all in one line. So if you need to adjust, that's fine. Make that work. Then it's going to be 30 seconds holding this position. The variation, if this is a little bit too difficult, is to put your knees on the ground. So work through here, keeping your hips up nice and high, holding that position for 30 seconds. Then we're going to switch out, switch onto the other side. So you're just going to rotate through, making sure that your feet, your hips, and your shoulders all in one line. You're going to hold it there for 30 seconds. Again, the same variation where you're going to put your knees on the ground. Once we've done that, we're going to work our way back up to the squat jumps. You're going to be down and jumping up. This time, we're going to do it for as many as we can. Onto the second round, you're just jumping up and down, a little less holding the squat. Hope that makes sense. We're going to be kicking it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's go going. So we're going to start with those squat jumps. You're going to sit in that squat position and jump up. Let's work through this for 30 seconds. Nice deep hold and then jump up. Really working through, getting some air time and then sticking at the bottom. Work through this for 30 seconds. Stay with me everyone, keep pushing through. We're almost done. We're going to be done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So the next thing we're going to do is going to be doing those press ups. We're going to be working our way down here, 30 seconds of work. Lower it down and come back up. We're going to work through this nice and strong for 30 seconds. If you feel like this is a little bit too difficult, we're going to put the knees down. I'm just going to show you that variation. Should look something like this. Working through, nice and strong. You're going to be done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to switch into that front plank position. Elbows on the ground, driving the knees up. Work through it in here so your shoulders are above your elbows. Your belly button is sucked in and you're squeezing your glutes. Really work through this nice and strong. Keeping your body still. You should be a plank. Nice and strong. In about 5 seconds, we're going to switch into those side planks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching through. Working through it here so your shoulders, your hips, and your feet are all in one line. Might be a bit of a breather, you might be lowering the heart rate in this, but you still want to work through that core, staying in a really nice strong position. You're going to stay in this, finishing out those 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch over to that left side. So we should be staying in here for about 5 more seconds. We're going to be done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We're going to switch over now to the other side, getting a chance to get my breath back. We're going to bring it back up. Work through again for 30 seconds. Nice strong position, that straight line running from your shoulder to your hips to your feet. You're bringing your hips up the whole way through. You're keeping your shoulders over each other. You're working through this position. Keep it nice and strong. Keep breathing and keep your core engaged the whole way through. It's a really good core exercise and we're going to be done in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, we're switching back up to those squat jumps. Now we're going for as many reps as possible. So ready to kick it off in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, up and down. Keep working. Stay with me. This is the second and final set of these. And then we're gonna switch into those planks and then you get another rest. So keep pushing, everyone. You're doing really, really well. Nice and strong. Keep jumping up and down. Keep working through. Your heart rate's picking back up. We're gonna be done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching back to the ground. Working through those press ups. Remember that variation. If you need to start off with your knees on the ground, you can do so. Work through here. Get as many repetitions as you can. Keep pushing through. Nice and strong. If you feel like you can do it, bring your knees up and work through here. We're gonna push through. Coming into the final 10 seconds. Nice and strong, guys. And done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to switch into that plank position. Bring your elbows to the ground. If you can only stay with your knees on the ground, that's fine. If you feel that you can drive your knees up, stay in a strong position. Bring your belly button in, squeeze your glutes, and keep that nice and strong. It's a chance for you to catch your breath back, which is what I need to do. But you're also going to stay nice and strong in that position, so you can manage it. And we're going to switch in 3, 2, 1, working into that side plank. The variation again, bringing that knee to the ground if you need. If you feel like it's strong enough, bring your hips up, hold that nice and strong. Keep your hips up nice and high. Keep working through. We just got this round, and then we got the other exercise on the other side, and then we're done. Keep breathing, catch your breath back, keep pushing through, and we're going to switch over in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch over to the other side. The last exercise, nice and strong. Making sure you're in one line from your feet to your hips to your shoulders. Bring your hips up, shoulders over the other. Work through this position. If you need to, you're going to bring your feet down, keeping your hips up high. Work through it. You should feel it through your obliques, nice and strong. If you can, bring your knees up, hold it for the final part. And we're going to be done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring your knees down, and we're done. You can stand back up, shake your legs out. Really, really good job, everyone. Hopefully you got enough energy to last the rest of the day, but that was a really, really good effort. You should be really proud of yourself, and I hope you're all set for the rest of the day. Thank you very much for joining me. Give yourself a final sweat check. Whew, you're doing well, and I'll see you guys later.